Good morning, boys and girls. How are you today? Are you ready to continue to learn how to subtract? Remember, we've been learning to add in the last unit, but now in this unit, we have been learning how to subtract, right? Which is the opposite of what you're doing when you add, right? Okay, before we start our paper, I just want you to know that we are on lesson 12.2, and at the right side of your paper, it says model. So please get that paper ready with a pencil. And we are going to skip count by twos this morning, and then I'll give you an example of what we're going to do before we start our paper. All right. So everyone go ahead and clap with me, and we're going to count by twos. Are you ready? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78, 80, 82, 84, 86, 88, 90, 92, 94, 96, 98, 100. We did it. Yay! Practice counting by twos, all right, boys and girls? You can do that. You can skip count by twos. All right, the next thing that I'm going to show you is I'm going to take my connecting cubes, and we're going to start I'm going to start by showing you what subtraction means. Again, it means that you're taking away. So we have 3 connecting cubes, and I'm going to take away 1, right? So if I take 1 away, how many are left? It is 2, right? 2 is left. So now I'm going to give you another example. I'm going to put some more connecting cubes here. I'm going to have 5 connecting cubes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I will take away 2. I will take away 2. It doesn't matter what 2 are going to be taken away as long as there are 2 taken away, right? Minus. So how many are left over? Excuse me, 1, 2, 3. So what we're saying is 5, we had 5, take away 2 equals 3, right, boys and girls? That's easy peasy. And I'm going to share the screen with you now, and you can get your pencil, and hope you're ready with your paper so we can go ahead and work on this together. All right? Okay, so we have this one here, and it just happens to be that they are working with connecting cubes. Now, some of you, like I said, you do not have connecting cubes or Legos. That's okay, because we can use other kinds of manipulatives. Like I've told you before, you can use little crackers, cereal, anything that will help you to count. And some of you are really good. You could just use your fingers if you'd like. It's okay. So we're going to start with the top. Let's see what the directions say. It says count, right? And then it says trace and write how many are left. So there's 2 parts to this, to the directions. So the first thing you need to do is count. So let's count how many there are in total, all right? So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you see how there's 5, and you're going to trace 5. Okay. And now let's count these right here. 1, 2, 3. How many are there? 3. So you trace the 3 round and round again. How many yellow connecting cubes are there? Okay, 1, 2. So, you notice here there are 3 green ones and 2 yellow ones, 5, right, all together. The next one, the 3 of them are all green, and the next ones, the 2 are both yellow. Got it? Okay, that one was easy peasy. So we counted, and then we wrote the number. Now let's go on to number 2. So here, what they want you to do is they want you to count all of them first, like we did. So count all of them first. Here we go. Is 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4, right? There are 4 there. And let me go ahead and actually choose blue so we can, you could just use your pencil. It's okay, boys and girls. I like to use my colors, my different colors, because that way I'm kind of matching the connecting cubes. But you could just go ahead and use your regular, your pencil if you want, okay? So let's go ahead and count how many. Again, like I said, there are 4. So I'm going to put 4 total because that's how many here they want you to put how many you see all together, okay? All together you see 4, okay? You see 1, 2, 3 blue ones and 1 red one is 4 all together. And how many are they crossing off right here? You see how it's crossed off? That means they want you to know that they're going to take away how many? 1. So I'm going to put a 1 here, okay? And then they want you to write right here on this other side, they want you to write how many do you have left when there is 1 taken away? There's 1, 2, 3, right? There are 3 left. And that's exactly what this says. It says how many are left. Okay? Got it? So on the first blank, you're putting how many there are all together. Doesn't matter what color, all of the colors together. Then here on the second blank, you're writing the number of how many they're taking away, how many they're Xing out. Okay, they're crossing off. So let's go ahead and do number 3 again together. We're going to just go ahead and choose a different color. So how many connecting cubes do you see all together? 1, 2, 3, 4. You see that? How many? 4 all together. There are 4 all together. Now they want you to put down on the second, right? On the second blank, how many are crossed off? How many are crossed off? There are 3 that are crossed off. So you're saying 4 minus, take away, right? 3, okay? So 4 take away 3. Here you're taking away 3. 1, 2, 3. You see that? How many are left? How many do you have altogether left? Only 1, right? So you had 4 cubes, you cross off 3 and it equals 1 left. Got it? Okay, very good. I know you're following along. You're doing well. Just stay with me. Okay, now let's go flippity floppity and we're going to go to the other side and it's oh, look at the friends there. Oh, I miss seeing all of you guys like that. Very soon, hopefully, okay? So it says, let's look at the directions. Remember, we have to make sure that we read new directions if you see them. It says count and write the numbers. Got it? So again, they want you to count all of the little duckies. You see the duckies all together. How many ducks do you see? 1, 2, 3. 3 here. That's on the first blank, right? How many you see? Now look to see how many are crossed off, boys and girls. How many ducks do you see that are crossed off? 2. You see 1, 2. So you had 3, take away 2. How many ducks do you have left? 1. You have 1 left, right? It's like 3 duckies were swimming in a pond and then 2 swam away. And now you have 1 duck in the pond, okay? Now let's go to number 2. You have, okay, so let's look here. This is kind of like a tricky one, but if you think about it, it's not because it looks like they're Xing both, but they're really not crossing off both. Well, they are, but you have to make sure that you see how many they started off with first, okay? Don't get confused. You'll see, okay? So let's see here. You have how many goggles total? Even if they're crossed off, you have to look. How many are there? There's 1, 2, right? There's still 1 and 2. So remember, that's what you're going to put here. How many you see, even if both of them are crossed off. And how many are crossed off, right? How many are taken away? 2. So how many goggles are left that are not crossed off, right? 0. So the answer, remember, the 0 is still a number. So what they're saying is 2 take away 2 is 0. Okay, boys and girls, don't let that fool you. You got to make sure that even if it's crossed off, it's still starting with a 2. Okay, let's go to number 3. How many towels do you see? Do you see the towels there? Yeah, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 towels. We're going to write 4 here. That's how many you see. How many are crossed off? How many do you see crossed off, boys and girls? None, right? So then you're just going to write none. That means 0 are crossed off, right? So 4 take away 0. Well, how many do you still see? 4, right? Okay. So don't let that confuse you either, right? It doesn't always mean that it's going to be minusing. It doesn't mean that there's always going to be a takeaway. Right there is 4, take away 0. You still have 4 left over, right? Remember, I've talked about how um, 4, when you add a 0, add in, like for example, in adding, when you have 500 plus 0 is always going to be the number itself, 500. In this case, it's 4, right? Taking away 4, that means they didn't take anything away. And you're left with the same amount that you started off with, right? Okay, so now let's go on to number 4. And you have your blue flip-flops, fun, 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 in the sun. Let's count how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you have 5. Okay, and we're going to write number 5 right here. And I think you're probably saying, that's purple, Miss Martinez. So we'll write it in purple. 5. See the 5 purple flip-flops? Okay, so now we're going to see if there are 5 there and how many are they Xing? How many are they crossing off? 1, 2, 3. So they're minusing 3. So you had 5, you're taking away 3. How many are left? 2. Up, slant down, and walk to the right. See? So that is the paper, boys and girls. You finished. You did a very good job of following with me. Again, I use different colors so you understand where I'm relating the numbers to with the pictures, but you can use your pencil. It's up to you. If you want to use your crayons, that's fine. But in class, we always normally use our pencil, don't we? Okay, so I hope you liked the lesson today and that you're learning some subtractions, and we're going to continue with subtracting this whole week, okay? So stay tuned for your phonics lesson, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I love you, I miss you, and hope to see you soon again. Bye.